Everyone in Willow Creek remembered the day little Emily Carter, just 8 years old, walked into school with dirt on her boots and sunshine in her smile only to leave in an ambulance after bullies smashed her head against a metal locker. But no one, not even the bullies themselves, had any idea who her mother truly was. And when that woman arrived, the entire town learned one thing: there are some mothers you never, ever want to anger. Stay with me, because the moment Emily opened her eyes in the hospital, everything changed. Emily Carter loved her quiet life on her family's small farm just outside Willow Creek. Every morning before school, she fed the chickens, brushed the horses, and packed her handmade lunch with fresh apple slices her mom cut for her. She was small, gentle, and shy, an easy target for the wrong kind of kids. And in Willow Creek Elementary, those kids were Troy Benson, Evan Price, and Dylan Marsh, 3 boys who treated bullying like a sport. Emily never told her mom about the teasing. Not because she wanted to hide it, but because she didn't want to worry her. Her mother, Captain Hannah Carter, had only recently returned home after a long deployment overseas. Emily knew her mom was strong. Everyone in town whispered her name with respect, but Emily didn't want to burden her. So she kept her head down, hoping things would get better. But bullies don't stop just because you hope. The IT happened on a cold Friday morning. The hallway was nearly empty, a thin fog of early morning air rolling in each time the doors opened. Emily walked toward her locker, clutching the lunch her mom lovingly packed. Troy noticed her first. His smirk was sharp, cruel. "Look who's here," he muttered to the other boys. "Little farm rat." Emily tried to ignore them, spinning her lock with trembling fingers. But Dylan shoved her shoulder, sending her stumbling. Evan snatched her lunchbox and tossed it in the air like a toy. Emily begged, "Please, give it back. My mom made that for me." Her voice was soft, cracking with fear. They didn't listen. Troy grabbed her arm and shoved her backwards. Emily's head hit the metal locker with a harsh, echoing clang. Her vision blurred instantly. The world spun. She collapsed to the ground, shaking, barely conscious. Even the boys froze. None of them expected it to go that far. A teacher's scream echoed. Someone called 911. Students pushed forward in chaos as paramedics rushed in and carried the tiny girl away. But the moment everyone whispered through their shock was a single question: has anyone told her mother? They had no idea who they were about to face. 15 minutes later, a black SUV skidded into the school parking lot so hard the front wheel screeched. Captain Hannah Carter stepped out, broad-shouldered, uniform still on, heavy boots slamming the pavement. Her jaw was tight. Her eyes sharp like a hawk's. She didn't run inside, she stormed. When the principal tried to speak, Hannah cut him off. "Where is my daughter?" Her voice was calm, too calm. The kind of calm that meant danger. As she walked toward the ambulance, students parted like the sea, and that was the moment the town knew not all heroes wear capes. Some wear military patches, and carry the wrath of a mother who has spent years protecting her country, and now she was about to protect her child. Emily woke slowly in the hospital bed, her head wrapped, her tiny fingers weak against the white sheets. The room was quiet except for the steady beeping of the heart monitor. Hannah sat beside her, gripping her daughter's hand like it was the only thing keeping her grounded. "Mom. I'm sorry," Emily whispered. Hannah leaned forward, brushing her fingers through Emily's hair. "Baby, you never apologize for someone hurting you. Never." There was emotion in her voice: anger, fear, love, all tangled together. When the doctor stepped in, he explained Emily had suffered a concussion but would recover with rest and care. Hannah nodded, but her jaw clenched harder with every word. Once Emily fell asleep again, Hannah stood, straightened her uniform, and walked out into the hallway. Waiting outside were the 3 boys, with their trembling parents behind them. The principal cleared his throat. "Captain Carter, the boys would like to." "They can speak for themselves," Hannah said sharply. Troy's voice cracked. We didn't mean for her to get hurt." "No," Hannah said quietly, "you didn't mean for her to end up in the hospital. But you meant every shove. Every insult. Every time you made her feel small." The parents tried to defend their sons, but Hannah raised a hand. "My daughter feeds horses before dawn. She carries hay twice her weight. She helps run a farm. She's stronger than any of you know." Her voice hardened. "But even the strongest child deserves safety." She then revealed something no one expected. "I spent 12 years in special operations," she said coldly. Not one soldier I trained ever feared consequences the way you boys will after today, because from this moment on, I will make sure the school does what it should have done long ago. Protect its children. The room went silent. Troy's mother cried. Evan's father apologized. Dylan hid behind his mom's sleeve, but Hannah wasn't done. You won't face me, she said. You'll face responsibility. You'll visit the hospital every day until Emily leaves. You'll clean the school barn. You'll help on our farm under my supervision. You'll learn what hard work and respect look like. The boys nodded quickly, fear etched onto their pale faces. Days passed. Emily healed. And each day, the boys showed up, mucking stalls, feeding animals, learning patience the way farm life teaches, with sweat and silence. Slowly, they changed. Slowly, Emily forgave. 3 months later, Willow Creek School held an assembly. Emily walked onto the stage, her mom beside her, and the entire gym cheered. Not because she was a victim, but because she was a fighter. A survivor. A girl who found her strength through kindness, and through a mother who refused to let darkness win. The end. Even Troy, Evan, and Dylan stood and applauded her, and Emily smiled wide and fearless because she finally knew she was never alone. She never would be. Thank you for listening to this story. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe to SH Stories for more powerful and emotional stories. What kind of story would you like next? Tell me in the comments.